The Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Carl Schlettwein, tabled the agreement in the National Assembly seeking the ratification of the Orascom Agreement. The Orange Senku River Basin Commission was established through an agreement signed in Windhoek in 2000 by Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho and South Africa. The agreement served as a legal instrument governing the joint usage of the water resource in the basin and also for sustainable management of the basin. The revision of the agreement is necessitated by the need to renegotiate so that Namibia could benefit equally from the waters in the rivers along its borders. It is also aimed at aligning the agreement with the framework provided by the revised SADC Protocol on shared water resources. Namibia has a water offtake agreement with South Africa that gives Namibia 65 million cubic meters a year, but the grape industry alone uses that amount of water already and even a bit more. Some MPs argued that the revised agreement would still not give Namibia a fair share of the water usage. However, Schlettwein explained that the benefits are just not on the water usage.
Our take is that as a small economy with very little muscle, our safeguard is in fact multilateralism. And our safeguard, therefore, is in international agreements. If we don't have the safeguard of international and global agreements, we will have very, very little defense when a dispute is at hand. Therefore, these international agreements, especially for water resource, is a safe haven for us rather than a burden. Of course, we must negotiate the terms of those agreements so that our interests are really reflected. But without an agreement like that, you will fall back into a might is right situation. And you will have no chance to get your interests defended.
Majority of the grape industry is owned by South Africans, while Namibians did not invest in the industry because there is no equal access to the Orange River water.
With regard to water utilization, it's crucial whether the water belongs to one party or is shared. Now, I think the Deputy Prime Minister, the Honourable Deputy Prime Minister, would be the person who can answer the question on the border appropriately. But what I know is that the negotiations are ongoing. We have no agreement yet. Namibia holds its position that the border is in the middle of the river, that we have to share resources. South Africa says we don't have a problem with sharing resources, but the border should be on the northern bank. There is a dispute not yet settled. We have to keep on negotiating, and of course our position is, as per the Constitution, in the middle of the river.
The MPs feel that the resource in its current form does not benefit Namibia but only South Africa.
It is recommended that the National Assembly agrees to the ratification of the revised Orascom Agreement in terms of Article 19 of it, and that the Minister of International Relations, upon approval by the National Assembly, effects ratification on behalf of Namibia in terms of Article 20 of the revised agreement. I thank you so much.
Thank you. Honourable John Mutorwa. Oh, no. Honourable Venandi, please. I'm sorry.
Honourable Speaker, I rise to raise some concerns on this very important instrument and ratification of the four riparian states that are using.
Namibia is situated in the direction in which all the shared rivers flow. South Africa has the most advantage to this resource for having the longest stream of the river in the country. The motion was adopted with no objection. Timo Andreas, NBC News, Parliament.